Good afternoon. I'm Sally Yates, the United States Attorney here in the Northern District of Georgia. I'm joined this afternoon by Rod Benson, who's the Special Agent in charge of the DEA, David D'Amato, who's the Special Agent in charge of ICE's Office of Professional Responsibility in the Southeast region, Marshal Beverly Harvard, DeKalb County Police Chief William O'Brien, IRS Special Agent in charge Reggie McDaniel, and Jeff Davis, who is an AUSA in my office and one of the prosecutors who will be handling the case that we're talking about today. We're here today to announce the results of an undercover investigation codenamed Operation Rude Beast. This investigation resulted in the largest ecstasy seizure in the country this year, and also resulted in charges against 17 individuals, including a federal Customs and Border Patrol agent at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. As part of this investigation, 700,000 ecstasy pills with a street value of $2.8 million were seized from a house in Chamblee. And a federal grand jury has returned 3 indictments charging the customs officer and 16 others on a variety of federal charges, ranging from drug trafficking and international money laundering to attempting to smuggle guns onto an airplane and marriage fraud. This investigation began when a confidential source provided law enforcement with information that a federal Customs and Border Patrol agent, Devon Samuels, was involved in criminal activity. That information led to 2 parallel investigations. One investigation involving the drug trafficking organization that was distributing marijuana and ecstasy into the Atlanta area, and a separate investigation, but interrelated, focused on the criminal activity of Mr. Samuels. Samuels is charged with taking money on 2 occasions that he thought was from drug sales, and taking that money from the United States to Jamaica and delivering it to an individual that he thought to be a Jamaican international drug trafficker. On November 3rd, the undercover agent, posing as an international drug money launderer, gave Samuels $22,000 in purported drug money. Samuels used his badge at the Atlanta airport to bypass security and to avoid screening, and he flew to Jamaica, where he delivered the cash to a second undercover agent who was posing as a drug trafficker. Samuels is also charged with money laundering based upon $50,000 that he received from an undercover agent on November 19th that was again represented to him to be drug money. Samuels again traveled to Jamaica to deliver the money, this time accompanied by his wife and co-defendant, Keisha Jones, and he delivered the money to an undercover agent posing as a drug trafficker. Finally, Samuels is charged with attempting to smuggle guns and drug money onto an airplane on November 30th. On that day, he took 5 handguns and $20,000 in purported drug money from an undercover police officer. He again used his badge to bypass security and delivered the guns and money to a second undercover officer at the airport who told Samuels that he was going to be taking the guns and the money to Arizona for a meeting with members of the Mexican drug cartel. Samuels is also charged with using his access to government computers to find out whether he or others were under investigation for criminal activity. Agents found that one of the names that Samuels was checking was a key player in the ecstasy distribution ring here in Atlanta. That DEA investigation, with the assistance of the DeKalb County Police, led to the seizure of the 700,000 tablets hidden in the house in Chamblee. 5 people have been arrested in the past 24 hours on those charges, and a total of 13 have been indicted on the drug distribution charges. Finally, Samuels is charged with taking payoffs to assist and advise aliens of how to commit marriage fraud in order to obtain U.S. citizenship. The success of this investigation is really a testament to the strong working relationships between federal and local agencies, and specifically DEA and ICE and ATF and IRS and the Jamaican police. Working together with DeKalb County, they formed a task force that really worked hand in hand from the beginning of this investigation. And at this point, I'd like to turn it over to Rod Benson, who is the Special Agent